Nishant, welcome to Filme Shilmy and congratulations on going into the Bigg Boss OTT house.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So now, Nishant, I mean, you are a renowned choreographer who has had quite extensive experience, I think, of working on dance reality shows. But I think Bigg Boss is a completely different ball game. So how much have you pulled up your socks for this?
So basically, like it's the biggest opportunity I have got that I'm going to participate in Bigg Boss OTT, which is going to come on Voot. But the best thing, which in this current situation, what I can do is I have not planned anything. I'm just going to enter the house and I am going to see how the equations are going to go, how the things are going to, how tables are going to turn. So I think I've left that option open. So I've not planned myself yet that what like I have this particular strategy or I'm going to play like this. I'm just going to go there and have fun because this is going to be one of my one lifetime journey which I'm always going to cherish. So I think I just want to keep it like that only.
I mean, in dance, you've had some amazing experience. I mean, you've also like choreographed a Life OK show. I think you were also a teacher as well, on Dance with Madhuri as well, which was
Yes.
such a great platform as well. So
Yeah.
I think, how much do you think dance will help you? I think through your journey as well, in the Bigg Boss house. Could we be seeing you busting a few moves within the house as well?
That is dancing is definitely going to happen because if you watch Bigg Boss, you know that morning when once they put an alarm, you get up at 8 o'clock and they put a song and that's how your morning begins. So definitely dance definitely is going to be there. Also, one more important thing that in dance, like my reflexes are good, my strength is good. Like what things I use in dance as my strength, I think I'm going to use all those strengths in the task which I'll play in the house. As in, I'm going to consider every task as a different dance form and like how every dance form has a different style, different technique. I think I'm going to use I'm going to treat every task like that, and I'm going to use all those techniques, and I'm going to play those tasks. So I think it's in a way it's going to be beneficial for me only, as in I think it's a plus that I have. And maybe if that particular thing doesn't work the way I said, I have not planned for the show yet. So I don't know if this thing doesn't work, then I might find a different way, different route to crack a task. But yeah, definitely this is going to help me.
Right. So, I mean, just to confirm, I mean, you've also choreographed, have you choreographed for Dance Deewane as well?
Yes, I am. I was currently on that show. I've been part of that show for past 3 years. This was my third season on that show. But now this Bigg Boss thing has happened and I had to quit the show like in between. But of course, it's for good because this is a different experience, different opportunity, and I didn't want it to lose on it. So yeah. And eventually after Bigg Boss, I will go back to my choreography only. So all those shows will be waiting for me only after I finish Bigg Boss journey.
You know, and I think this is a very, very great thing because I feel like how important is it for a choreographer to get a platform like this and of course Dance Divane too, because as we've seen, I mean, this year has been totally amazing. I think for me, one of my favorite contestants, I mean, she's gone now, was Jamna Ben. I loved her on that show. She was incredible, and the way she
was
played
my favorite too.
Yeah, the way she paid a homage to Madhuri ma'am all the time, it was just pure excellence. And I think for you as a choreographer, how meaningful is it to get this exposure? Because a lot of the times we hear about choreographers, but unke chehre kuch zyada nazar nahi aate. It's only occasionally where you will have a Saroj Khan ji or a Shamak Davar sir. So how valuable is it for you to get this opportunity?
So for me, I have been part of Indian TV reality shows. Like I've done all possible shows, like from Jhalak Dikhla Jaa to Super Dancer to Dance Deewane and many more. So I have been on camera. I have worked behind the camera as well. But I think I'm the first choreographer who is going to enter Bigg Boss house. So of course, it's the first time a such thing is happening. As like similarly, how first time Bigg Boss OTT it's happening, like on like Bigg Boss OTT is happening on Voot. So it's a different take to generally how how Bigg Boss show is functions. So I think it's a new thing for me also, and I'm sure after the show, once I come on the show, I think it's going to open some different routes for me because it's going to give me another leverage of people will know me more. Like people know me that I'm a choreographer, but not many people know me. So I think it is, of course, going to boost my career up. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, before we go on about Bigg Boss, I just want to quickly get your view. Who would you like to see win Dance Deewane?
Dance Deewane, my favorite from third generation. If you are the regular follower of Dance Deewane, I would want Pallavi to win. The third generation because she is doing amazing job, as in she has improved herself so much like the way she started. And I think in kids, I would want Gunjan to win because she's amazing. She's a 6-year-old and she nails each and every performance. And in second generation, I would love Arundhati to win the show because she is also a fabulous dancer. Like she dances like too good, as in like no one can match her. She's that good. So, but
yes, absolutely. That's wonderful. I'm glad. I really wanted to get your view on that. So thank you for that. But I think obviously जब झगड़े होते हैं, I mean झलक में काफी सारे झगड़े होते थे. I remember like seeing the early days of झलक, and maybe not necessarily the season where you were on, because I know you were
I was part of season 3, 4, 5, and 7.
Right. Okay. So I remember those quite a few jagras and disagreements that used to happen regularly and stuff like that. But I guess the sort of conflict you will see and the sort of arguments that take place in Bigg Boss are on another level. So how level-headed are you when it comes to arguments, when it comes to college?
I think I'm pretty sorted like that because I exactly know what I want. I exactly know when to say what. I know my grounds pretty clear. So I think, and it also depends on an argument. If it is feisty, if it is crazy, then I know where to take a stand and to how to put my voice into a picture where I will be heard. Like I won't be a third, fourth person where people are not even listening to me because I know exactly when I want people to hear me because I have that authority because I'm a choreographer. So generally when I work, I have 100 people I teach at the same time. There are different temperament dancers, there are different temperament actors, there are producers, there are channel people, there are directors. But my job is to take everyone together and eventually make a product, which I generally do. So I think I'm of course going to use this as one of my pluses, tactics. Like tactics or whatever, as in to get a particular thing done. So, and also I just feel like it depends on a situation. So once I actually enter the house, once actually a situation happens for me, I think it will be like at that particular point, I think you will also see it. And I think people will also see that how I react to it. But I'm sure like there's nothing I'm scared of. So I think this journey is just going to be fun for me.
And it's quite interesting because I think Karan Johar is hosting this Bigg Boss OTT. It's the first time we're seeing OTT. I mean, main Bigg Boss में क्या होता है वो बहुत ही मतलब colorful होता है. I think here it's going to be even more colorful given the fact that it's on the OTT platform. But I mean,
it's on colors, of course. It's on Voot and it's on colors. It has to be colorful.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Definitely trying to plug in the channel here, so we're doing a good job. So, right. But I think also the fact that you probably met Karan before during your time at Jhalak as well.
Yeah,
so I mean, how do you think your rapport will be with him? I mean, obviously, as a host and contestant, it's obviously a different thing. But how do you think your rapport will be with him as well on the show?
So I have worked with Karan sir, like of course Jhalak, which you know, but I've also worked with him on films like Ae Dil Hai Mushkil. I was an assistant choreographer on Channa Mereya and the Cutie Pie, that other song. So I was an assistant choreographer there. So we have worked together. He knows me, I know him. More than Jhalak or this movie or whatever, that there have been other shows also in other channels, other platforms where we have worked together. So he knows me. The best part is like we never spoke on personal level, but I think this show will give us that opportunity where he will correct me or he'll appreciate me or he'll shout at me or he'll correct, like as in he will guide me through this journey. So I think I'm quite excited for that. So it will be fun.
How much of a Bigg Boss junkie are you, by the way? Are you a fan of the show?
I'm full-on Bigg Boss junkie. I've seen all possible seasons of Bigg Boss. Also, I've worked on the show. Like previous seasons, I have choreographed the finales, the openings, like in between whenever the dancing bit happens in the house. I've been always done it behind the camera. So yeah, and first time now I'll be part of the show and on the camera. So in front of the camera. So I think it's quite exciting.
Right. And I think this is very interesting. So who would you say has been your role model or someone you look up to in terms of Bigg Boss contestants then?
Honestly, I don't look up to someone in the house like with previous contestants because I think I'm here to set my own benchmark and own limits. So I will definitely follow that. But of course, I have followed the season prior and I have liked few people who have played brilliantly. Like I've always loved Urvashi Dholakia and I've also liked Kamalika. Like Kamalika Urvashi. So I've loved the game in that particular season. And of course, yes, season 13, Siddharth Shukla, because he was a rage. He was a wild child who just played so well that he just changed the whole perspective of how to play a game in Bigg Boss house. So I think, I really appreciate and I really look forward. I don't look forward to, but I really love the way they played. And I also have the same like plan in my head, like I want to create my own mark, so which I will try and do it. Hopefully I succeed.
Right. And I think, you know, because you've dealt with people of various attitudes in life, I mean, as a choreographer, sometimes you really have to push people to get the correct move out. I mean, I've been a dancer myself, so I can understand the sort of struggles you've gone through. But at times you have to deal with people with different temperaments as well. And like you mentioned, but what sort of people do you think you'll particularly get on with in the house? And which sort of people do you think you might not, or you might distance yourself from?
See, honestly, I have not thought about it because, see, I'm like, this is something my friends, my family, they say that I'm a people's person, and my job, my like the kind of I'm a choreographer. In a day, I meet 100 people with different temperaments. But it is my duty, my job as a choreographer, as a boss, to go and meet and greet people. And I say, hi, how are you doing? Okay, I have to go and teach people the choreography. I have to go to a technician and explain them this is particular shot I want. Or I go to a costume person and say this costume is not working. So I'm the person who goes in front, and I make a conversation to hit a conversation. So I think that is going to be a plus, because that will nobody would ever say this guy has an attitude. He never comes and speaks to us because he's like whatever. The air is up to his ass. Nobody's going to say that. So. I think that is a plus, and I think I'm going to do that. And I have never faced a problem where people have said, "Arey, this guy has attitude. He never comes and speaks." But if I want to show that attitude, I'll definitely show that attitude. But
oh wow!
At the beginning, like as for starters, I think I'll go meet, I'll greet, I'll show what exactly I am as a person, and is what my audience needs to see. That what kind of person Nishant is. Like, he's a good choreographer, but as a personality, how he is. And I think people will like the way I am.
Yeah, I think I was, you know, honestly, I was very, very pleasantly surprised to see you coming in, and I think it'll be great. I think on a final note, because I am being told that we have to wrap, so very quickly, in terms of, you know, what you want to gain out of it, I know you kind of mentioned why you've gone into the house, but what do you hope to gain out of this experience, maybe professionally and personally?
Yeah. So the way I told you that I have actually not planned anything, so I don't know what the future is, but definitely I know this is going to take me one level up where people will know me. No, more people will know me. Like, they know me as a choreographer, but now more people will know me as a choreographer and as a person also. So it's a win-win there. Okay. Secondly, I think anyone who enters Bigg Boss, or anyone who is part of that show, has reached some or the other way. And end of the day, I know, like, whatever happens to me on the show, good or bad, I know eventually I have to come out of that house, and I would be dying to get back to my choreography, which is there. So I think I have nothing to lose here. It's all perks which I'll get of being part of the show.
Well, it's wonderful, and I can't wait to see you break a leg first of all. I think
break a leg and break people's leg. No, that's not allowed.
No. हाथ पाई बिल्कुल नहीं चलती है. I mean, OTT का अलग ही चलता है, लेकिन हाथ पाई बिल्कुल नहीं, हम नहीं देखना चाहते. उसके लिए suicide squad है अभी. But yeah, no, I think it's wonderful though, Nishant, to see you explore yourself, I think, as a person, and not only as a choreographer too. And I think it will be wonderful to see this different side to you as an individual. So I'm wishing you all the very best on Bigg Boss OTT, and I hope it goes well for you.
Thank you very much.